Manga-Waido.
My name is Masaki Narita. I'm a simple and dull guy, if I say so myself. In junior high and high school, I didn't have any friends who shared my interests, so I was a bit of a recluse. I didn't belong to any clubs at university because I had things I wanted to do at home, so I went home as soon as possible. Thanks to this, I don't have any close friends. I remember one of my seminar students calling me a dull guy. I was lucky enough to find a job and become a member of society.
Looks like we're assigned to the same department.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Fuji. I'm glad I didn't have to be a loner thanks to a good-natured colleague whose name was Rhea Fuji.
Oh, feel free to just call me Rhea.
Really? Then you can call me Mizaki too. We were getting along pretty well at the beginning, but within 2 weeks of being assigned to the field, we were on the wrong side of the fence. Or rather, Fuji snapped at me one way or another.
How lucky. Your instructor is a beauty.
Huh? Oh, Kitano-san, right? My instructor, Miyuki Kitano, was a beautiful and kind person. She was so beautiful that I was a bit nervous at first.
Don't worry, there's no need to be anxious. It's okay to take it at your own pace.
Thanks to her kindness, I was able to speak with her normally. On the other hand, Fuji's instructor Kasuga was scary and very strict. I saw him frequently warning Fuji about what he was saying and doing. Well, maybe I was lucky to have a kind female instructor. Huh?
Are you saying that on purpose because I got a tough senior?
No way.
Shut up! Don't call me by my name! Stop acting so familiar with me!
Fuji got angry one way or another like this, and after that, we stopped calling each other by our first names. Whenever I called out to him, he would glare at me, so I stopped talking to him. But Fuji comes to talk to me. He makes sarcastic remarks, and he forces his work onto me with some reason or another. To top it all off, he even started blaming me for his own mistakes.
Fuji, you're missing some documents. Where's the client consent form?
Huh? Excuse me? I asked Narita, but he said you don't need one, so I didn't get it either.
I never said that, Kasuga-san. I didn't tell him anything like that.
What are you talking about? I checked with you before I went to the client.
That's enough! Anyway, the consent form is essential. Now go and get them.
But I have to go in Manwa's office now. Narita, it's your fault, so why don't you go instead?
Why me?
Sorry, Narita. I have a client coming in as well. I'm sorry, but can you go instead?
Kasuga-san pleaded, so I had no choice but to go. And when I came back, it was just before clock-out time. I had to work overtime in the end. Kasuga-san and Kitano-san helped me out, so I didn't have to work so late. But, I really wanted to go home and do something today. Fuji kept harassing me time and time again after that. But I'm not stupid. I gathered evidence and talked to my senior about it. Kitano-san gave Fuji a direct warning and also talked to Kazugu-san about it.
I'm really sorry. I didn't notice. I'll give Fuji a proper warning.
Kitano-san gave Fuji a direct warning and also talked to Kazugu-san about it. Fuji may have learned his lesson about being scolded so harshly by the two, and after that, he stopped harassing me blatantly. Just by not being involved with Fuji, my work progressed at a stroke. I'm glad I consulted with them. However, Fuji's persistence was beyond my imagination, and now he started harassing me outside of the office. He even gets involved with me at lunchtime in the eating area.
Hey, Narita. Because of you, Kasuga-san has become even stricter than before, making things super difficult for me. Take responsibility.
Isn't that your fault for doing so many stupid things?
You're the worst for talking to Kisano-san in the first place. You brought my stock down. I was going for Kitano-san.
Huh? There's no way she'd give someone like you the time of day.
What? What's that? A homemade lunch? Don't tell me your parents made it for you.
No, I made it myself. Cooking is my hobby.
What kind of sissy guy likes cooking? A gross guy like you wouldn't match up with Kitano-san.
Say whatever you want. By the way, I'm still recording.
Hey!
If you persist, I'll talk to the seniors again. After saying that, Fuji left with a grumble. If you've got time for me, why don't you go and get one of those contracts? A few days after that exchange, we were having a barbecue for our clients, and we were talking about who would be in charge of cooking.
Every year, we have a newcomer take the lead.
Then let's entrust Narita to be the cooking leader.
What? Me?
You can cook enough to make your own lunch, right? Or did your mommy make that for you after all?
Seriously? Can't he say anything but sarcasm? Then I'll be the cooking leader. But it's too much for one person to cook for everyone, so I'd appreciate it if someone could help me from the morning of the day of the event.
Of course I'll help you. I'm not a very good cook, but I can do the basics.
What? Kitano-san? Okay, me too then. I'm in on the cooking.
Hey, Fuji, you're the new guy, so you're in from the start.
Understood. Thank you.
And so, I was appointed cooking leader. To be honest, it was my first time cooking for a large group, so I was a little nervous. But I started looking forward to the event as I looked up recipes and made prototypes. And then, the day of the barbecue arrived. I've seasoned the meat and fish, cut up all the vegetables, and packed them in Tupperware. So I would like you to do the final touches.
Huh? All you have to do is grill at a barbecue. Stop being so dramatic.
What's in the cooler bag over here?
It's salad. I made my own dressing.
Amazing! So authentic! I've never been much of a barbecue person, but I think I could have fun with this.
Kitano-san is so cute when she's excited. Fuji, on the other hand?
Stop being so cocky. You're exaggerating. Huh?
But I didn't care and proceeded with the preparations. Grilled marinade that took many prototypes, foil-baked fish with lots of vegetables and cheese, pizzas made from dough and colorful aqua pasta were laid out on the table. People who gathered, not only business partners, but also people in the company exclaimed, "Whoa!" and cheered with delightful smiles on their faces.
The meat tastes so good! What did you season this with?
Soy sauce, sugar, garlic, sesame oil, and a dash of chili powder.
This pizza is so delicious! Where do they sell this dough?
Oh, that's the dough I made.
What? You made this by hand? That's amazing! It tastes like something from a restaurant.
Thank you. I put a little garlic in the dough so it has a nice flavor.
You are a culinary genius, Narita. If a boy like you were my son, I bet the dinner table would be fun every day.
Even people who rarely touch the food at drinking parties were eager to help themselves to the food today, which made me really happy. The president of the client company, who was famous for being a hard man, was silent as usual, but chewed at the food with a delicious smile.
Narita, I'm glad it was such a success.
Yes. It's thanks to Kitano-san's help.
I didn't do anything.
It was Kitano-san who arranged the dishes colorfully and beautifully. I couldn't have done it like this.
Kitano-senpai? I made it too.
What are you talking about? All you did was complain and do nothing. You didn't even serve the fish because you didn't want to touch it.
Oh no!
You should be proud of what your peers have done. Men who complain are so weak and pathetic.
I couldn't help but smile when I saw Fuji's scornful face. This was enough for me, but the pleasant surprise came with a bang at the end. The senior manager of the company I do business with loved the mini tarts I made for dessert.
I don't have an eye for sweets. I'd like to try them again, so could you bring some over next time? Oh, that would be great! Narita, I'd appreciate it if you could make it when it's convenient for you.
Yes, I'll be sure to bring some with me when I visit. This company is actually one of our major clients, and with the retirement of the previous person in charge, it was almost time to choose a replacement. I'm so lucky to be selected to be in charge of such a major client at this timing. Fuji was gritting his teeth with a ridiculous look on his face. But how should I care? And the barbecue ended up being a huge success. Not only that, but after the barbecue, Kitano-san who fell for my cooking.
I want to know the recipe. If you don't mind, can I watch you make it?
The distance between us closed in rapidly. Sometimes I would invite Kitano-san to my house, and we would act as if it was a cooking class. My parents saying, "Is that your girlfriend?" and "Is Mizaki finally getting married?" which was a bit troublesome. Oh yeah, Fuji losing a big client to me. Also got jealous that I was getting along well with Kitano-san and started harassing me again. After I gathered enough evidence, I talked to my seniors about it. They said, "This is too much. This is getting out of our control," so they brought it over to the boss.
Why me?
Fuji was eventually transferred to another department the following month. There were 5 scary bureaucrats in the department, and it seems that someone is always picking on him every day.
I can't do this anymore! I can't take it anymore! Tell the senior staff to let me back in there! I won't harass you anymore! Please, Misaki, for the love of your colleague! Do something!
I received such a lamenting internal email and quickly forwarded it to my seniors and bosses. I don't know what happened to Fuji after that, but since he wasn't at the colleague get-together, he might have quit. I'm going to keep working hard and not let my guard down so I don't end up like that.
By the way, isn't it your birthday next month?
Yes, that's right.
Can I make a birthday cake and give it to you as a present?
What? Oh no, are you sure?
It's my way of saying thank you for all the help you've given me. Besides, I want you to see how my cooking skills have improved.
Well, of course, a cake made by you is going to be delicious. Whoa, I'm so happy.
Come on, don't set the bar too high, but I'll do my best, so look forward to it.
Yes. My senior confessing her feelings to me with a heart-shaped cake, which almost made me pass out from sheer happiness, is something I couldn't have imagined then. How lucky am I? I hope I haven't used up all the luck in my life. May my life be smooth sailing from here on out.
My name is Shunya Nakagawa. I'm currently at the warehouse of a delivery company, working as a guide. I'm in charge of guiding large trucks when they enter the warehouse while ensuring the safety of the surrounding area. Well, in a way, I'm just a janitor of the parking lot. But trucks come and go frequently, and there are many pedestrians. I have to stand in front of the gate at all times to check on pedestrians and traffic.
Hello.
Be careful on your way home!
Yes.
There's a school and a public playground around here, and children pass by often. I've helped lost elementary school students and even elderly people who had collapsed on the road. I'm not sure if it's out of the scope of my current job, but it's an occupational hazard. Until a few years ago, I worked for a security company. When I was a student, I was on the judo team, and we competed in national tournaments and won top prizes. I was invited by a senpai member of that club, and I joined a major security company. But 2 years ago, he had a physical condition that forced him to quit. I regrettably left the security company and got my current job. I was working in a job that I thought I could be proud of, protecting a corner of the city. The only respite from this job was a walk around the neighborhood. And in the end, I stopped by a convenience store right next to the office. I got to know the store clerks who become familiar faces. Ah, Nakagawa-san! Thanks for your hard work! You too! Speaking of which, there's a lot of trash around here today. Yeah, looks like those high school kids were here last night too. Again, huh? I've been warning them again and again. Recently, there have been some delinquents hanging out in the parking lot at night. They're probably new students from a nearby high school. The delinquents seem to be riding around the city on modified motorcycles. And come to think of it, I've heard the sound of their explosive exhaust a few times from my office. We've called the police, but they run away as soon as they see a police car. I see. I'll keep an eye out for them too. I'd appreciate that. I'm sure that if Nakagawa-san gives them a warning, they would get scared and run away. I hope so. My security guard's soul is tingling, and I'm tempted to give them a strong warning. But the truth is, I can't leave the warehouse. Unless they park illegally in front of our warehouse, there was nothing I could do about it. And they didn't stop riding around the city. I saw them speeding around on motorcycles with loud noises. Those guys. I hope they don't get too carried away. I thought I'd even go to the local police station and ask them to keep a closer watch on the street. One day, one of my senpais from school, Yoshibasa-san, came back to Japan and we were able to have a drink together for the first time in a while. I've known him since junior high school, and he was the head of the judo club. Despite his looks, he was a fierce competitor, and there was no one in the prefecture who didn't know him at the time. Ah, Japan is great after all! Is that right? I long to go abroad. After all, the safety of Japan is hard to beat, and this town is so relaxing and peaceful. Oh, that's true. But lately, what's wrong? Did something happen? I told him about the delinquents who hang out at the convenience store these days. Well, maybe the bad boys these days don't have an outlet. Biker gangs and such are gone after all. I understand their desire to rebel. At least have some manners. Why don't you just go overseas like I did? No. There aren't that many people who are as bold as you, Senpai. Really? Oh yeah. I decided to go with the property you referred me to. Thanks for introducing me to such a nice place. No problem. If there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know. Then come work for us. Or be my bodyguard or something. I can't do that. I have my current job. I think you'd be a good fit, though. Apparently, Yoshimasa-san was going to run a retail business in Japan from now on. He had been consulting me about this for a while, and I happened to find a property near my office that seemed to fit the criteria. Today, we went to go see that property, and on the way back, we went for a drink, which brings us here. After talking about the souvenirs my senpai brought, we decided to go home. And then, a few days later, while on duty, I received a report of motorcycles illegally parked on the narrow street next to the warehouse. I go to check it out and find 3 modified mopeds. Could the owner be those delinquents? I decided to wait until they came back to pick them up to give them a warning. About 6 p.m., you guys think you can park here?
Huh? What do you want?
You're not allowed to park here.
It's a road, so it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah! Who are you anyway? I'm the guy who works at the warehouse. Can't you see how much trouble you're causing by parking here?
You're not even police. Don't tell us what to do. Well, we're going for a ride now. We'll get out of your way for today. Good for you, old man.
See you later! After saying that, the delinquents got on their bikes and disappeared, making a lot of noise. And from that day on, those delinquents began to park their bikes illegally every day. I assume they go for a ride after school, stop here for a while, and then go ride around again at night. I continue to warn them even after that. However, how many times do I have to tell you?
Shut up! It doesn't matter.
I'm telling you this because it matters. You're bothering the residents too.
We're residents too, you know.
Yeah. The delinquents wouldn't listen at all. They even started revving their engines next to the warehouse as if to rile me up. I'm calling the cops.
Ooh, scary. Go ahead. We'll be long gone before the cops get here. On a motorcycle, we can outrun them easily.
See you later.
See you tomorrow.
Damn. This is not going anywhere. One day, while I was thinking about what to do, an incident happened. That day, I was working the night shift and stayed at the warehouse until midnight. When it was time for my break, I went to the convenience store to get a late-night snack.
Oh.
I ran into the delinquents arguing about something with the clerk in the parking lot of the convenience store. I'm sorry, but I don't think hanging out in a parking lot is...
What? We're customers. We're just here on our bikes to buy something. You think you can talk to your customers like that?
No, it's... Look, I even bought something here. It's a nuisance to the other customers.
Customers? We're the only ones here.
So am I. Nakagawa-san!
Huh? Who the hell are you? Wait, it's that guy! What are you doing here at this hour?
I came here because you guys were being noisy.
Wow, you like us that much?
Look, you're bothering me, the clerk, and the neighbors. Just go home already.
What? You acting like a teacher now?
You guys are still in high school, right? You think it's okay for kids to be out at this hour?
Shut up!
If you make any more noise, I'll call the police and the school.
Don't mess with me, old man! If you don't want to get hurt, stay out of this! Oh no, you made him angry!
I don't care what happens to you, old man. I could take him down right now, but it might be considered excessive self-defense. I don't want to provoke him and cause damage to the store either. For now, all I could do is try and calm him down. Calm down. The store's in trouble because of you guys. It'd be a problem for you to get reported too, would it not?
Report us? We're just talking in the parking lot.
If you guys hang out here, customers aren't going to come in, right? You're obstructing business.
I don't care.
At that moment, a car approaches the parking lot. That car.
See, look! Here comes a customer!
We're not a nuisance.
Yo!
Yoshimasa-san, what are you doing here?
Well, I saw you while I was carrying the store supplies. What are you doing here?
Well, I explained the current situation to Yoshimasa-san, although the delinquents who were being ignored didn't seem happy about it.
Oh, so you're the delinquents that I've been hearing about lately. You're so energetic. What the hell? Who you think you are? Could that be...
Saying that, Yoshimasa-san approached the delinquent and stared at the police baton.
I haven't seen that in a long time. Huh? Those are those ones they sell online, right? What? I bought one of those when I was a kid, too. How much was it? Like 5,000 yen? Mocking us like that? Don't think you can get away with it for free. Oh, that's right. Just in time. Let me show you something good. Hey! This is a real special baton. Agent A50, made by ASP. About 50,000 yen a piece. Huh? ASP? You don't know? These are the ones the FBI uses. Come on, let's see what you got. What? Come on, don't be shy.
Hey! I don't care if you get hurt, old man. He's the most fearsome guy in this town.
Most fearsome or not, just come at me. I wouldn't lose to scrawny kids like you even with my eyes closed.
You? You're getting carried away. Don't make fun of me!
The delinquent shouted and held out the baton he was holding and swung it at Yoshimasa-san. But the next thing I saw was...
What?
The delinquent's beautifully bent baton.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 4140 custom steel. The world's most powerful baton. Well, the cheap stuff made in China is no match for it. All right, there's a lot more.
Yoshimasa-san! I think that's enough.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, you guys, get out of here. This man is a mercenary who just came back from the Middle East the other day.
Mercenary?
Well, technically I'm a former mercenary.
This guy could subdue 20 average Japanese in an instant. A kid like you won't even last 10 seconds.
You could do that yourself too, couldn't you?
No. I'm not even close to your level, Yoshimasa-san. Huh? Why are there police? I called them because it looked like something was about to go down. Oh, thank you for that. Come on, guys, get out of here if you don't want to get killed. Yoshimasa-san, you went a little overboard.
You think? Middle Eastern kids would come at me harder than that.
This is Japan, after all.
That's right. I'd better get used to the daily life around here.
Who is this person? Ah, this person. Indeed. Yoshimasa-san is a former self-defense force officer. After retiring from the military, he went abroad by himself and joined units in France, Africa, and other countries. However, he was wounded while in the Middle East as a mercenary, and after recovering there, he returned to Japan.
So, my current title is security and consultant.
And the manager of a security goods store, right?
Oh, that's right. So I'm sure I'll be coming here often from now on. It's nice to meet you.
Yes! I'm looking forward to working with you. After that, the convenience store reported it to the school as obstruction of business, along with the security camera footage. The students were also found to be drinking, smoking, and illegally modifying their motorcycles, and they were all expelled from the school together. Yoshimasa-san told me that they left the town quietly without any sign of getting back at the convenience store in particular. But how do you know?
Well, I followed up a few contacts of mine and gave those kids a warning.
A warning?
If you're not athletic, you should study harder.
I decided not to ask him specifically what kind of contacts he used and how he warned them. I guess the world we live in is completely different from those who were fighting for their lives with bullets flying around not so long ago.
Well, I guess I'll just relax in Japan for a while.
Yes. I'd better not wake up the sleeping giant. And well, now that I have a reliable senpai in the neighborhood, my break time is going to be more enjoyable from now on. Peaceful, everyday life is the best for me. Let's watch over the safety of this street corner today as well.
Dad, you're back!
Have you guys been behaving?
Yeah! My father was a hard-working, kind man. He was a real man among men.
You're hurt again, Tatsuya. You had a fight with your friend.
No, I got into a fight with an older guy. He was bullying my friend. That's unforgivable.
I see. So, did you win?
Of course!
Well done! That's what boys do.
Honey, I'm the one who has to apologize every time he hurts the other kids.
I guess I inherited my father's strong sense of justice. But sometimes I would get into fights with the upperclassmen. Even in those times, my father understood and took my side. Dad! I'm gonna be just like you when I grow up! My father was my role model as well as my aspiration. I loved him so much. However, my father, whom I'm adored, was involved in an accident at work and passed away. I was in 2nd grade. After my father's death, my mother strictly disciplined my brother and I, and as a result, my brother, who was 5 years older than me, became a strong, dependable man. I failed to live up to my mother's expectations and fell further and further behind. I managed to get into high school, but it was a bottom-ranked high school with a deviation of 30. I didn't even go to school, let alone study, and spent my days getting in fights. I was known as the most dangerous delinquent in my hometown, was feared by everyone. People even started calling me Tatsu the Half-Killer.
Ha! It's Tatsu the Half Killer!
Don't look! He's gonna get you! This is not what I wanted to be. And so, after I graduated without a career path, I continued to hang out with my bad friends as if I was still a student.
Tatsuya, how long are you going to keep living like this?
Shut up! I don't care!
You need to learn from your brother and father and start changing.
Huh? Are you gonna be happy if I work my ass off just to die?
How dare you!
My brother got a good job and now lives alone. Unlike me, who is a complete bum with no job. To be honest, I wanted to be a decent man like my brother and support my mother. But since I was a fool, I didn't know how to go down that road. Keep your expectations to my brother.
Hey, where are you going? Tatsuya!
Sorry for the wait. You late, Tatsuya? My bad. As if to get away from my mother, who was saying the right thing, I hung out with my friends until morning from this day as well. And the next day, oh, you left the water running. My mother was usually out working part-time during the day and the house would be empty. I went to the kitchen towards the sound of running water. What? Mom! Bro.
I just talked to the doctor. He said it's subarachnoid hemorrhage.
What the hell is that? When is she gonna wake up?
I don't know. She might stay like this for the rest of her life.
No! I look at my mother laying asleep with an oxygen mask, pained and regret. If only I'd come home.
It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself.
Damn it! Taking over for my brother to watch over my mother, I decided to go home and get a change of clothes and towels. As I was gathering things up, I found a notebook in the wardrobe. What is this? Diary? It was a diary my mother started writing after my father passed. Written in the diary were my mother's thoughts towards me despite how far I'd fallen. Mom. Okay. I'll try to become a decent human being. I started looking for a job that day in newspapers and job hunting websites. But as a guy with no qualifications and only a high school diploma, my job opportunities were limited. Many companies wouldn't even let me have an interview. Damn, what am I supposed to do?
Tatsuya, how's your job hunting going?
If you're gonna make fun of me, just go home, bro. I'm serious over here.
I didn't mean to make fun of you. Hey, if you're that serious, how about I introduce you to my place?
Your place? I'm not a salesman like you.
My company has a factory. They don't ask too much about your education or background. You could do anything as long as you have the will to do it. How about you give it a try?
I couldn't afford to be choosy. Yeah, let me do it. And so I was able to get a job with the help of my brother.
I'm in sales, so I don't know much about the inner workings of the company. But I'm pretty sure they aren't all that rough. So you have to be mature and serious to fit in. Work hard.
He said that after all. This is the least I can do. My name is Tatsuya Hiratsuka. I look forward to working with you all. I took my brother's advice and changed my character for work.
We have another person here today who got transferred from another company.
Hey, I mean my. This and my is gonna cause me a hell of a lot of trouble later on. But I had no way of knowing this at the time. And a few days into the job, Hiratsuka! You just came in the other day, didn't you? Yes, that's right. Don't talk to me like that! Isn't it manners to help your superiors if he's carrying something heavy? Yes. You'll regret it if you make me angry. You're reminding me of the days fighting when I was in a biker gang. Imai took notice of me, the newcomer, started snarling at me. The serious, nerdy character I was portraying backfired on me. It began with him pushing his work onto me and gradually escalated day by day. That guy... Me back then would have beaten him up without hesitation. I need to be patient.
Hiratsuka, are you okay?
This guy who calls out to me timidly is my colleague, Yoshimura. Unlike me, he's probably an actual nerd who apparently joined the company a little before I did. He seems to think I'm one of his friends. And although he's a bit timid, he was a nice guy.
My senpai. He's scary, isn't he? Him talking to me in a loud voice alone makes my body tremble. And you too, right, Hiratsuka-kun?
Huh? Yeah. Including Yoshimura, everyone is probably scared of this guy. That's why no one stood up against him. For me, rather than Imai's existence, I was much more afraid of getting fired from the company for a fight or something.
Hey, Hiratsuka! How long are you resting? Get back to work!
Wait, I thought we were still on break.
Huh? Rookies who aren't good at their job don't have time to take breaks! You got a problem with that? Let's go, Hiratsuka-kun. Work! Work!
Imai disappears into the smoking area with a laugh. I did as I was told and went back to work. After working for a while... Oops! My hand slipped and I dropped the tool. I was about to pick it up when that guy showed up.
Eh!
Could you please get off my hand?
Huh? I can't hear you!
Imai puts his weight on my hand and stomps down hard.
You piss me off! Looking so nonchalant no matter how much you get stepped on! That look! Who do you think you are? Stop it, Imai senpai!
Yoshimura jumps in as I endure the pain and anger. Yoshimura!
Ah! You want to get beat up too? No, it's not like that! Huh? What? Are you thirsty too? Fine!
Imai backed away from me and stood right in front of Yoshimura.
Poor guy! Get your mama to help you!
Yoshimura!
Nerds like you have been losers since the day you were born! If you have a problem with that, tell your parents!
Mom, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm getting tired of pretending.
Huh? What's a nerd like you saying? Bow!
Giving me a hard time despite you being so weak? I'm gonna pay you back for everything you've done.
Oh, that face! Isn't that Hiratsuka from White High School?
Hiratsuka? Tatsu the half-killer?
This is not good. And my son's gonna be sent to the hospital at this rate.
You made a fool of not only Yoshimura, but also my parents. Thanks. I feel terrible. Speaking of which, you've been bragging a lot about how badass you are. I'm good at that, so let me take you up on that.
Wait a minute! Calm down! Please don't hurt me!
Come on, you're ruining the fun. It's too late for regrets. It's been a long time since I had a fight. Let me have some fun. I don't think I can be a straight-edge man. Sorry, Mom. Bro. Brace yourself!
Whoa!
Stop it, Tatsuya!
Bro, why?
I just happened to come here and this is what I see? I thought you were going to change. Your mother will be sad if she sees you like this.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? This is...
I don't know what's going on, but you're taking it too far.
But I haven't done anything yet.
You're lying! Look at Imai!
Huh? We found Imai passed out on the floor for some reason. After that, Imai and I were both suspended at our homes for cause of the scene. But according to the testimony of Yoshimura, my brother, and other employees, I was immediately released from suspension for self-defense. On the other hand, Imai's past bullying and power harassment came to light one after another and was given a pay cut. But Imai had stopped coming to work and left voluntarily.
Oh, hey! Imai's son's here!
He looks depressed as if he's a person.
No way you could stay here after getting exposed like that.
I bet he was lying when he said he was from a biker gang.
Idiot! He could hear you! I heard from a rumor that Imai became a recluse at his parents' house after he quit. I continued to work diligently, and a few months later, my mom finally woke up. Mom!
I'm sorry to put you through all that.
I'm the one who should apologize. Mom, I'm sorry for everything I've done. I've changed myself and started working hard.
So that's why the look on your face changed. You're your father's son, after all.
I was truly relieved to see my mother smiling as kindly as before. I'm an idiot, so I lost my way once. But it shouldn't be too late. I will continue to work diligently for myself and for my mother.
I'm Yumi Okuno, a university student. The girl in the wheelchair over there is Ayano Hirose. We've been best friends since high school and are now attending the same university. Both Ayano and I were able to study well, so we were able to get into the best national university in the prefecture. We enjoy learning languages every day in the language club we joined together, and are leading a fulfilling student life. Ayano, who is kind and friendly, is the mood maker of the club.
Yumi, look! I bought new clothes!
Cute! You look great! Thanks! But Ayano, you forgot to cut the tag again. Here, on the back of your neck.
No way, you're right! Yumi, cut it off!
Although she's a bit of a goof like this, Ayano got into a car accident when she was in elementary school and lost the ability to use her legs. There must be a lot of inconvenience. But Ayano is so cheerful that you wouldn't feel that way. She was the kind of girl who made you want to give her whatever support you could. One day, I was chatting with Ayano in the cafeteria campus.
Wait, are you Hirose? Ayano Hirose?
Toda Masato, who is rumored to be the most handsome guy on campus, approached Ayano. Was he trying to hit on Ayano because she's cute? I was wary, but Ayano also saw his face and smiled.
Toda-kun? You're Toda Masato, right? I can't believe I'm meeting you here!
To my surprise, apparently they were classmates from elementary school.
My hometown doesn't have a college since it's in the countryside, so I begged my parents to let me go to the city. But what a surprise! Never thought I'd see Ayano again.
I transferred to a different school when I was in 5th grade. So, it's been about 8 years, huh? I'm surprised you recognized me.
You haven't changed at all. Your spaced out attitude and all.
What? Toda-kun, you're mean.
The two of them look kinda good together. Toda-kun seems happy, and Ayano did as well. I couldn't help but smile at the two of them. If they both had feelings for each other, I have to support them. I was so enthusiastic. But an unexpected interjection came in. Hirose-san, you and Toda-kun have been getting along too well lately, haven't you? What's going on? Reina Sasaki, the prettiest girl in the club, started complaining. Apparently, Reina had a crush on Toda-kun.
Nothing. Toda-kun was just a good friend of mine in elementary school.
A handicap and a good-looking guy don't mix. Can't you understand that?
Oh, what?
Toda-kun only approached you because he feels sorry for you being disabled. Stop hanging around him anymore. It's an inconvenience for Toda-kun. What are you talking about? Toda-kun is the one who's always talking to her. He wouldn't do that if he was bothered. Shut up. I'm not talking to you.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Sasaki-san, but I enjoy talking to Toda-kun, so I don't want to stop.
See? Ayano and Todo are in love. Stop talking nonsense.
Hey, Yumi, what are you saying?
Just stay away from Todo-kun. He's everyone's idol. You don't deserve him. After that, Reina would lash out saying things like, "So greedy for a cripple," or "Stop playing dumb." Every time they saw each other, I tried to keep Ayano and Reina from seeing each other as much as possible. Fortunately, since Ayano was naive, she wondered,
Why is she so angry?
and didn't seem to be hurt by it. In fact, she enjoys talking to Toda-kun so much that she forgets the things Reina says to her right away. Things like that are Ayano's strengths. If you don't keep pestering her, I'll talk to the student office. After I said that, Reina's outburst calmed down a little. Good. I hope she'll be able to give up on Toda-kun. One day, when I was thinking that, the talks of an overnight trip was brought up at the club. Let's go visit Mamba Mountains. I know a good place to stay. It's a luxury inn that doesn't accept first-time visitors, but my dad is a regular, so he'll just let us stay if we ask. We considered it, but since there are no other good candidates, we ended up going to the inn Reina suggested. I looked it up, and it was indeed a luxury inn that even had a hot spring.
I'm excited for the trip.
Yeah, I haven't been on a trip in a long time. I'll be there to support you, Ayano.
Thanks. Sorry for the inconveniences.
What are you talking about? I'm doing it because I want to, so don't apologize to me.
Yeah, thanks, Yumi.
While we were talking about this in the cafeteria, Toda-kun came in. When I told Toda-kun about the camp, Reina immediately flew in too. Toda-kun, let's go together!
But it's a trip for your club, right? I'm not a member of any club, and I have a legal matter at my parents' house that day, so I can't go.
What?
Oh, but this place is close to my hometown. I might be able to come by when I'm done with my parents' stuff.
Really? Yay! I'll be waiting for you.
There's a river with fireflies near the inn. I'll meet you there. Ayano, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Reina was squealing at the lovebirds. Suck on that. But this conversation put Reina on the edge. On the day of the camp, an unexpected incident occurred. We're here?
Wow, it smells like wood. It's a beautiful place. The air is so fresh.
When we arrived at the station closest to the inn, we were all enjoying the scenery.
Oh, sorry. I have to use the restroom.
I'll take you then. It's okay, I'll take her. The restroom for the disabled is at the back of the station. I know since I've been here many times. Okuno-san, you call the taxi company. The taxi company? I forgot to tell the inn that we have a disabled person. I'm sure they'll send a regular pickup. The normal taxis are too small for a wheelchair, so call a taxi for her. What? I was puzzled, but Reina took hold of the wheelchair and went straight to the taxi. I'm sure Ayano can take care of the rest by herself when she gets to the restroom. With that in mind, I went to ask the taxi company's number. 10 minutes later, Reina came back alone for some reason. Where's Ayano? What happened? She said, I don't want to stay in the countryside like this, and went home. She's so selfish, isn't she? I turned pale when Reina said that. There's no way Ayano would say such a thing. Reina, don't tell me you left her behind. No way. Do you think I would do such a thing? Yeah, you're always pestering Ayano, and you've been eyeing her with Toda-kun. I should never have left you alone with Ayano. I ran to the back of the station, but Ayano was nowhere to be found. Neither of the restroom at the ticket office nor at the information desk. Ayano must have moved to look for us. Not only is she naive, she's also bad with directions. What if something happens to Ayano? We need to split up and start looking for her. And then, I saw a bunch of scary-looking men getting out of the cars. And then, they started calling out loudly,
Lady Ayano! Find the young lady! I'll look this way. You guys go look that way!
Yes, sir!
And find out who left Lady Ayano behind! Make sure you catch them!
Are they Ayano's acquaintances? They call her Lady. Does that mean... You're kidding! That girl! She's the daughter of a Yakuza? Oh no! What am I going to do? They're gonna bury me alive if they find out! Reina was trembling and turned blue. They did indeed look like Yakuza, but Ayano had never told me that before. It's hard to believe that naive Ayano with her friendly nature is the daughter of a Yakuza. No, now is not the time to be thinking about that. I have to find Ayano. Moments later,
I'm sorry. I was trying to head back, but I came out to the wrong place. Yumi, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Ayano was fine. She apparently went to the east exit, which was the opposite exit of where we were. Her phone ran out of battery, so she couldn't get in touch. I'm sorry. If I had gone with you, this wouldn't have happened.
It's not your fault, Yumi. It's my fault for being directionless. Besides, everything's fine now, so don't worry.
Yeah, so, Ayano, who are these men? Reina was left trembling in the front of the rows of scary-looking men.
These guys are the craftsmen. They're the ones who manage our mountain and do the woodwork.
To sum up Ayano's story, it seems that Ayano was the daughter of the so-called landowner. She owns many of the mountains and land around here, and these rugged men are the workers who manage it.
I used to live around here until I got into an accident. After the accident, my father decided it would be better for us to be near a big hospital, so we moved.
Ayano, who knew the area well, also knew that taxis were hard to come by in this area.
Yumi, you were trying to call a taxi for me earlier, right? I thought it would be better to have my people pick me up since it's quicker. So I called home and texted you that I didn't need a taxi. While I got distracted on my phone, I was taken somewhere far away from the station.
How dare Reina say, "It's embarrassing to be with a disabled person, so give it up," and left Ayano behind. We, as well as the scary workers, were all furious. Everyone glared at her and Reina's face went pale. "It was only supposed to be a small tease, I'm sorry," she cried and apologized. After that, Ayano said,
"It's fine. Let's go back to the inn. I want to go to the hot springs."
Reina came along and we went to the inn. But for Reina, it would have been better if she had left right then and there. Because when Todo-kun showed up at the inn at night, he found out about what she did. Todo-kun said,
"You're really the worst."
And looked at her with disdain. Even if she wanted to escape, there were no more trains. Reina had to spend the night in shame. After that, Reina stopped showing up at the club and she was rarely seen on campus as well. Rumors of her being a scum who left a disabled person behind had spread. I don't know if she could come to school even if she wanted to. Ayano and Todo-kun have since started dating and seem to be happy. I was also asked out by a boy in my club, and things were going well. Sometimes I go on double dates with Ayano and was enjoying my student life.
Yumi, Todo-kun wants to invite me to his parents' house.
Oh, a marriage greeting? How nice!
Marriage? I'm not ready yet. More importantly, I don't know what to wear, so pick something out for me, Yumi.
Okay. I'll cut the tags off for you too.
Oh, Yumi, I'll cut that myself.
Ayano stays close to me. We're always the best of friends.
My name is Akinori Aida. I work as a hotelier at a certain luxury hotel in Tokyo. However, it's already been decided that the hotel I work for will be going out of business. Over the past few years, the number of hotels has increased rapidly, especially in Tokyo and Osaka. The area around our hotel was no exception, as affordable business hotels were being built one after another, and customers kept moving to them. If this place goes under, where should I work next? The place is scheduled to close in about half a year's time. As I was sitting at the front desk at night with no customers coming in, thinking about my uncertain future, across the counter from beneath, I heard a soft voice. I walked out from the counter and looked below and saw a girl looking at me uneasily. She was wearing a pink dress with some mud on it and dirty athletic shoes. I crouched down beside the girl to meet her eyes. What's wrong?
Is my dad here?
Looks like she was in trouble. Is your dad planning on staying here today?
I don't know. I heard he works at a hotel around here, so...
Maybe she's lost. Or by the looks of it, did she come all the way from home to visit? She didn't seem ordinary in any case. What's your dad's name?
Naya Takagi.
Alright, I'll check it out. I searched to see if I could find anybody that might resemble him, but couldn't find anything. I've worked at this hotel for a long time, and there's no one named Takagi among our employees. I checked. There doesn't seem to be anyone here by that name.
I see.
I guess I'll have to call the police. Just when I was thinking that, The girl held out a 500 yen coin clutched in her trembling hands in front of me and said,
I'd like you to let me stay here with this.
500 yen is a...
Please, it's already dark outside. I'll leave in the morning.
It was already past 8 o'clock p.m. and completely dark outside. It was also raining and very cold today. Let's go to the police station and have your dad or mom pick you up first.
No! If I go to the police station, they'll get mad at me.
As the girl started to shed tears, I knew this was no ordinary matter, so I thought about it for a moment. Okay, just give me a second then. I spoke to the manager through the line and explained the situation, to which I got his approval. I'll make you a special deal, just for today.
Really? Thank you!
Yeah, it's just between you and me. You can put the money away. We'll collect it tomorrow.
Okay.
What a well-behaved girl. Accompanied by a female staff member, I led her to an empty room. After asking the female staff member to wash the girl's muddy clothes and change her into hotel pajamas, I decided to talk to the girl for a little while. What's your name?
Shizuka.
Shizuka, huh? Hey, do you like taking baths?
Why?
I know somebody named Shizuka, and she likes baths. Do you take a bath 3 times a day by any chance?
No? You're funny.
Shizuka finally smiled and started speaking about her father.
You know, my dad's really cool. He's taller than all my friends' dads. And I like it when he carries me on his shoulders.
I see. That's awesome. I'm a short guy myself, so I envy that.
And my dad is really good at cooking hamburger steaks. I want to eat it again.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll see your mom and dad again soon. You must be tired today, aren't you? Have a good night's sleep.
But I hope they won't get mad at me.
Don't worry. I'll apologize to them with you.
Thanks.
Shizuka seemed anxious, but fell asleep as soon as she got to bed. I walked out of my room and called my childhood friend. Oh, hello, Tatsuro? My childhood friend's name is Tatsuro, and he's a police officer. I explained everything that had just happened. Is there a report of a lost child over there that looks like her?
I'm on it. I'll check it out right away and get over there as soon as I can.
I'm counting on you. She was acting a little strange, saying things like not wanting to go to the police station, so we're keeping her in the hotel room.
Thanks.
Buy me a drink next time.
Aye. See you later.
Tatsuro checked, and sure enough, a lost child report for Shizuka had been submitted to the police by her parents. Tatsuro came to check on Shizuka once, then contacted her parents and arranged for them to pick her up at the hotel. The next morning, Shizuka's parents came to pick her up.
I'm very sorry for the trouble we've caused you.
The father bowing beside his wife was not as tall as I had imagined. In fact, he was a little shorter than me.
Shizuka! We were worried about you!
Father, I'm sorry.
I thought she would be so happy to be hugged by her father, who had been missing her so much. But Shizuka's expression was stiff. And yesterday she was calling him Dad, but now it's Father. It felt somewhat strange, but I thought I was overthinking. And as I stood there watching from the side, Shizuka hugged me at my feet.
Oh, big brother, thank you for your help. See you.
Shizuka slowly shook her palm and bent her thumb inward, slowly folding her other 4 fingers as well, to form a fist.
Come on, let's go home. What are you doing? I want to go to work early today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The moment the father turned his back to me, I yelled, "Excuse me!" to stop him. We're actually running a campaign to give our customers discount coupons. It'll be a great opportunity, so please, come with your family next time.
Huh. Okay.
After they left, Tatsuro said, "This hotel's going out of business soon, so there won't be an opportunity to use the coupon." Tatsuro, I need to talk to you. What's the matter? I invited Tatsuro to the office. At Shizuka's house.
Shizuka? Why did you run away from home?
Because
Dad was worried about you, you know.
I'm sorry.
So troublesome.
Such a handful!
Come on, Masato, don't get so angry. Even that girl has her uses, right? Listen, Shizuka, you're just a tool to get child benefits. Otherwise, I wouldn't take custody of you.
Yes.
Oh, and I was stopped on my way out at the hotel earlier. He said he'd give us a coupon. That hotel must be in desperate need of customers.
Really? Let's go. Just the two of us.
My dad. I miss him.
Huh? What is with this girl? Was that a snide remark? This house is enough for you. Don't get smart with me.
I'm sorry.
Yes? You. Hello. I brought you a coupon to the police station. What? Let's go back a few hours. Tatsuro, I need to talk to you about something. I told Tatsuro about the sign Shizuka showed me earlier, about her unusually dirty clothes, and about the bruise that was visible from the hem of her dress. That sign. That's the hand sign used by people who have been violated! So it was. I saw that hand sign on TV somewhere before, but Shizuka's movements were faltering, so I wasn't sure. And I couldn't say anything definitive about it. No, that's fine. Also, Shizuka and I talked about her father yesterday, and the image of her father that I heard at the time and the one that appeared were different. Seems like there's something going on. Anyway, let's go talk to them. Tatsuro and I flew to the address I just got from the father. It's here, Tatsuro muttered to himself, and I looked up at the 2-story house to see what we should do from here.
This house is enough for you. Don't get smart with me.
Dad! Akinori, can you ring the door? If I go in there dressed as a cop, they might be alarmed and not answer. Alright, but stay by my side. I'm not a fan of violence. Of course! I made eye contact with Tatsuro and rang the doorbell. Moments later, the father showed up. Yes? You. Hello. I brought you a coupon. To the police station. What?
Brother, help!
Shizuka jumped on me through the gap and wept in tears.
I'm so sick of it. It hurts and I'm alone at night and I'm scared. I miss my dad. I miss him so much.
What are you talking about? I'm your father!
Please stop!
I protected Shizuka from the man as he tried to grab her by the hair. Strangers like you need to stay out of it!
Yeah, what the hell is going on? Shizuka, come here.
You know what's gonna happen if you don't get your act together? The man raised his fist and tried to hit me, but... Alright, you're caught red-handed. Shall I hear your story? Tatsuro grabbed the man's fist and restrained him. What?
Police?
That was way too close. My bad. I wanted to record her testimony. Come on, we can't ignore your child's testimony. Please, come with us to the station. The two were then seized by the accompanying police officer and taken to the nearest police station. According to what I heard later, Shizuka was Mai's daughter and Masato was not her biological father. After divorcing her ex-husband, Mai took custody of Shizuka for child benefits and lived her life as she pleased with her new husband, Masato, who didn't care about Shizuka. Shizuka could no longer endure such a life, so she ran out of the house yesterday clutching a 500 yen coin in search of her biological father. What happened to Mai and Masato after that? After various police interrogations and on-site inspections, it was determined that they were malicious child abusers, and they were sentenced to 5 years in prison. Shizuka got back with her biological father, Naoya-san, and they now live happily together. And then, about a year later, our hotel that was on the verge of going out of business was open for business again. The reason lies with Shizuka's father, Naoya-san. What? Our hotel became a part of the Manhwa Hotel Group? I couldn't believe my ears when the manager said that. Mai's father, Naoya-san, was the heir to the excellent hotel group, Manhwa Hotel. I can't let such a hospitable hotel that saved my own daughter's life go out of business. So not only was the hotel acquired by Naoya-san's hotel group, which was originally looking for a buyer, but was saved from going out of business and is still thriving today.
Brother!
Hello. Shizuka and Naoya-san came to stay with us today. Please, have a relaxing time.
Hey, brother, let's chat in the room again.
Hey, Shizuka. After work, okay? A lot happened, but I got to see Shizuka smile, so I guess that settles it. We hoteliers are most energized by the smiles of our guest. Alright, let's go for another day.